Right. This is the weirdest building in one of the weirdest building in Washington. It's the old executive office building, and it is crazy. Please pardon my whiteness, but I'm still driving, still stuck in downtown. I am well over an hour late for class. And look at this crazy building. It's the old executive office building. The new executive office building.
They come up in big trucks and they've got equipment, all of us local people with that, and they're like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? You know? But basically, I am sort of a one-man band, and this is my equipment. And all I have to do is take my stuff down the street. You can't even really tell it's camera equipment unless you kind of know how I work. I've got my own bag that I try to make look a little girly, a little feminine. And I probably think I'd be so happy. But, you know, there's advantages to this, there's disadvantages of this, but this is the whole evolution that everyone's talking about. And just as Mark is talking about it on social networking level, there's also hardware that goes along with some of these changes. And so you guys, I'm sure, whenever you see the news media out there, you'll see people with huge cameras and huge microphones and all this big equipment, and it takes quite a bit to get that and that stuff on TV. All I need is what you see before me here. I've got a nice laptop. I sit in my car, and I can do this from anywhere. There's a colleague of mine, Scott Burns, who has a webcam that he puts in his car, and he can do live shots from his own vehicle. He doesn't need somebody to run a big live truck. He can do it. He just had another update not too long ago, and there's a whole new way to post pictures in cyberspace. This is a
differently. I mean, like, could you do this on your own and sort of make money doing what you're doing? Maybe not the same money, but
right.
Like, how would you kind of do
You could. What I would do is, and I was doing some freelancing before I got a job at WUSA. I had a camera that was a little bit less expensive. I mean, this one is very, very affordable compared to the big cameras that run anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000. This one's only $80,000. Perfect camera for that. I would make sure it's high def, first of all, because that's a big thing nowadays. You want to make sure that you've got the latest, greatest, high def. I would have a tripod much like this. I would have a laptop. I would have an external microphone. I would want to make sure I could hook it on somebody and be able to have them walk around. But what I would do differently is, instead of SDPing it into my station, I would upload it on YouTube immediately. And I would do Google AdSense, and I would try to make money for page views and for people looking at the video. And you can make quite a bit of money doing that. And some people make more money than mainstream media by doing that. But I would, and like you said, you have to have a personal brand. People are not going to go to your YouTube site in random videos. They're going to keep coming back because you offer a certain something. So if it's news, you might offer a certain type of news. Or if it's neighborhood news, maybe it's a certain neighborhood. Or if it's entertainment, it's nightlife, or it's bars, or it's this or that. But you have to have like a niche. You have to know, you have to give them something that they want to keep coming back for, and you want to be the expert. And that's what, like Mark was saying earlier, where you give out information like to me, and I've interviewed Mark on quite a few occasions, but it also makes him an expert in what he does. He's already an expert. I know he's an expert, and now all these other people have seen him on TV, and they're like, oh, he's the expert. I'm going to go to his website. I'm going to call him when I need something. I'm going to get my information from him. So if he has a website that has ads on it, and they're all of a sudden flocking to his website, he's going to make money because of what he knows in his mind. Does that make sense? Okay.
Maybe you could, you have a lot of these videos online, right? Maybe you could show them a clip or part of a clip of one of your reports.
Yeah, I have to go to USA. I got some here.
You can just pull it up.
In my personal blog, sort of,
you're
not a good example. I'm everywhere with my personal blog. Like, I go from journalism topics to, hey, I'm engaged, to other things like that. So, in running, I'm big into running. So,
you can just search up the number right there.
It was a fun one. If I had more time on it, I would have included a few more references.
Did you run the Army T-Mobole?
No. I did Baltimore half marathon years ago. I don't think
I'm kind of scared to see what else came up.
I don't think this is a video I can.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
Good video. Okay. Last thing that loads is the video.
Yeah, the sound should be.
The toolkit is really awesome, actually. Order it, you get a nice big shopping bag.
Eric Williamson no longer lives at this house along Arley Drive in Springfield. He talked with me over the phone about what happened Monday when he was living there.
I was in my own home, cooking breakfast, making coffee, packing a box.
He says he was moving out, and because no one was home, he was doing it naked.
Apparently some lady had walked across the portion of my lawn. There's a trail off to the sideways, and it's common for people to cut across that area.
That lady was with her 7-year-old son on the way to the bus stop. He called police. But is it a crime to be naked in your own home?
Of course they can be naked in their own home.
Mary Ann Winnings with Fairfax County Police says it's not that Eric was naked. He's in trouble because they say he was flaunting it.
He wasn't merely moving around inside the house. He was actually standing in an open doorway and standing in front of a pretty large window.
She says police even went to a judge with the allegations first. That judge issued the warrant.
The statute is very clear that there has to be an intention there.
Police say Eric showed his goods intentionally. Eric disagrees.
I mean, I took the liberty of thinking, I mean, in my home naked. I can't understand the law that like.
All right.
Good stuff.
And that's one that, you want to Twitter right away because it's like a tease and you're going to get people to want to watch this thing. Hey, I'm interviewing the naked man. It's going to be on tonight at 11 o'clock. That's how we're trying to get viewers now. We're not expecting people to just tune in. We want to say, hey, this is why you should tune in. And we're reaching out and talking to people. And people say, what naked man? Oh, yeah, here's the link to the naked man. So, that takes up actually some time in our day now where it's part of our job to update our Twitter accounts through Facebook. Great. Oh my gosh. Just go to a job where they're like, you have to go on Facebook and you have to do Twitter. It's like the best job in the world.
I think it's cool that instead of trying to take the audio and de-citizenize it, you go ahead and you photograph the BlackBerry to make it really like on the spot.
Yeah. And what I realized when I started photographing it, I'm like, oh shoot, his number is like right there across the screen. I'm like, I should probably just cover that up with my phone so that's like the phone is tilted a little bit so you don't see his number because I don't want him to get thousands of calls unless he wants the thousands of calls, which he may.
Well, and so, like, I'm not really a gullible person, and what I've noticed is that if you do something like watch for the naked man 5:35, I'll be on the air. Or this morning I was up really, really early. Angie was tweeting the traffic, and I said hi, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to give you a shout out, at some time." I tune in because I know you to some extent or another. If I know the person, I will tend to try to tune in if I can.
Yeah.
So it actually drives traffic, but if it was a stranger, I'd be like, I'm not going to ABC.
Yeah, and there are people out there who use their Twitter accounts as more sneak, and they still feel like strangers, even if it's from the story, and it feels like it's something that was written for air, and it's not really, it doesn't feel like it's them talking. When I talk to people out, while I'm doing a live shot, I love doing Facebook and Twitter right around the time I'm doing a live shot, and people are like, I just saw you on TV, and now you're talking to me. I'm like, yeah, I got to go back out there again. Oh, okay, go ahead. And I love it, and they love it, and I think it's incredible. I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to the viewer that's miles and miles away, that's very interested in the story, and especially because I'm out We were late on this story. I think a couple other news organizations had already reported it, and we decided very late in the game that they wanted me to do the story for that night. I think it was already about 7 o'clock when they sent me out the door and said you need to be there in 20 minutes and it's an hour away, go, and it's rush hour. And I'm like, oh, okay. So and we drive our own vehicles now. So that's another thing that you have to realize that back in the day, people used to have these, cars, and some of them still do, where the spots on it or CPS or whatever, and they tend to break the rules a little bit. I can't speed, I can't run stoplights. Nobody knows I'm with the press. They're not going to give me any easy time. I got in a fight with a lady on the way out to the story, and I'm screaming out my car, what do you want me to do? I'm trying to make it right. Let me go. So he was like, I got to make it, man. I've got to get with you. We were very late on the story, so by the time I got out there, it was already dark. A lot of people had already talked to him. I think one person had him on camera. I had to talk to him on the phone because hours and that's when video starts. And being late to the game in the midst of the store.
So you find out through WUSA9 and then
Well, yeah, I was in the office. He had on some other stations. I think what had happened was in this case is he called a certain news organization and said, hey, I just got arrested for indecent exposure. I'm willing to talk about it. Because generally when we see charges like that come across, we're like, oh, indecent exposure, unless there's a kid involved, whatever. But this guy, I think, reached out and really wanted the attention. And so he eventually contacted him. But we can get stories anyway.
But so in general, how do you, because you're like a master of calling me from a number I don't recognize, really early in the morning. But that's a different process. That's like you noticed something and you thought it might be a good story.
Right.
Right.
Story, or I'll come up with an idea, or I'll be in the grocery store and I'll be like, why are things this way? I need to figure this out. And so I'll make a few phone calls, find out is this a story we can do, or find out if it's a story, or ask Mark, hey, if we decide to do this story, can I come to your house immediately and put you on camera because I'm going to have to do a quick turn. Other times they already have something in mind, maybe a press release that was sent out, or someone else in the office had an idea, or maybe we did see something on the news on someone else's station and we're like, ooh, shoot, we missed that, we gotta go. We hate it when that happens, but I think in this particular market, there's so much that's going on that we all have something different, and we're all watching each other's news, and we're like, oh, yeah, we can do that too. There's just so much going on, we can't all cover it at the same time. But there's a variety of ways. All the people on Twitter send me direct messages, or people on Facebook send me ideas and say, hey, look into this is great. I love doing those because generally they're willing to talk on camera about it, or it's something that personally affects them, and they do get to talk to.
Okay. I have a question. How did you get involved with it? How did you start? Did you know this was what you were going to be doing, or what you wanted to do?
In college, I did print journalism. So that's what I studied, and realized that I love TV. I couldn't find an internship in journalism as a freshman, but I found it in TV. And the first day, the helicopter before a car, in front of the TV. I thought TV in St. Louis, and I'm just like, this is for me. I want to do that. I finished my degree. Just get out of college as soon as possible and just start working. It doesn't always matter exactly what your degree is. I know people who change their majors like 6 different times. And it's like, just get the degree, and then you can always decide a little later what you want to do. So pretty much all of this I learned on the job. And, just other people teaching me, giving me pointers, and just liking it. Like, go home and play with my camera a little bit. Like, oh, this is kind of cool effect. To make it look like a hacker. If I put the night vision on it. Same here. But I did not know I was going to get into this. But I did know I wanted to do something in journalism. I just thought it was in newspaper. You had a question?
I did. So I went to our communications expo that was earlier today. I know it was a panel of journalists. And a student stood up and talked about, am I going to have to do essentially what you're doing? And the guy's like, you might, but, don't go into it thinking that you're really going to actually have to do this. And I'm kind of like, he was sort of encouraged the student really getting into, wrangling all of the skills for himself. Was it difficult for you to make that transition to just being straight?
Yeah, well, because what people had told me, especially when I first got into broadcasting, is act like you don't know the camera. And eventually I woke up one day and I'm like, I am so freaking tired of not being able to see through the lens and getting my tape back and it's not what I thought it was. Or it's really hard sometimes. I know whenever you guys do group work, you know how you kind of dread it because you're like, I don't know if they're going to work as hard as I'm going to work, or I don't feel like working hard today when they're all going to work hard. And it's kind of like that in the workplace too. Somebody, you might get in the car with somebody, they're having a lousy day and they don't care about the story. And you're really gung-ho on this. You're like, this is so important. We need to do extra stuff on this, and we need to put it online and do this, this, and this. And they're like, oh my goodness, I don't even want to, And so you get your stuff back and you're like, this is not how I want it to be. So if you're doing everything, you're in control of the story. Granted, you always have an editor that's going to tweak your stuff a little bit, but you know what you shot, you know what you didn't shoot, you know why, you know if you didn't feel comfortable shooting the victim's face, and you don't want to put that on TV, so you don't even shoot it, where, and that's your personal decision that you want to make, and you don't have to worry about pressure from other people saying, well, we've got the video, shouldn't we use it? Well, no, we have a discussion. So I think it's more empowering, and I think that it's something people will look at is, oh, shy away from this. You don't learn how to do everything because you don't want to be one of those people that do everything, and a lot of people frown upon it. But you know what? I think the short answer is yes. You're going to have to know how to do all this, because eventually all this is going to be this size. And if you don't know how to work something this size, people are going to be like, what good are you? All you can do, talking heads, you got to know how to press a few buttons, and it's not heavy. Seriously, it's not heavy. If it was the bigger equipment, I could see where they would have a point, because I've tried carrying the bigger equipment before, and I've fallen over and come get up. Question over here.
Now that journalists are slowly becoming one-man news teams, it seems like self-branding is like a really important aspect of the job. Would you say that is coming to the point where self-branding is more important than the quality of the work? Because even if you have something good, if no one reads it, it's all for naught.
Right. I love what I do. I never took a class on videography. I mean, I had a photography class back when I was doing print journalism because I love still photography. But everything I've learned is on the job. It's not always the greatest because I'm still learning and I'm still trying to learn the camera. I might bring stuff back that I think looks great and I put it into my system and I'm like, oh, important story. So if you have that brand, it has this because the story is so important that you need to look at the story and people will say, okay, I can see past media an audio issue or two. If it's absolutely horrible, that is going to be your brand. You're going to be the person who, oh God, her work is so awful, and we all have those days where we put things on air and we're like, oh, why did that happen? I didn't realize my microphone batteries ran out and I have no audio, so I'm using a boom mic and you can't hear them and I had to caption the whole thing. And I think that's something that's happening to a lot of us as we're getting into this. But your generation knows that this is going to be the future, so you can prepare yourself and take these courses now and get educated and know what looks good and just figure out how to frame the shot. I mean, that's harder than it looks. I'm like, oh yeah, rule of thirds. I got that down, right? Yeah, and I bring it back and I'm like, wait a minute, it looks good when I was there, but now it kind of looks like she's, like too much headroom. So,
great question.
Just know what I was there.
That might be Zinger question of the week. Last week it was, you asked about what's the most important thing on your desk, right? That's an awesome question. It's a great question.
Well, can I answer that one?
Yeah, what's the most important thing on your desk?
My bobblehead.
No, but if you could only have one thing on your desk that would help you do your job, like what tool would you keep? You could only have one tool.
You mean like in terms of laptops and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be that sort of stuff. I have to have this.
That's not a good answer. That's sort of like half credit.
Myself. Because you know what? It can do video.
You can do,
It can do video. It can do stills. I can email it in. I can upload directly to YouTube from my cell phone. I was coming out of an Elton John concert. There's two people getting in a fist fight, and they're like, one was drunk and the other guy got out of the car, and I'm just like, yeah, street fight. And then I realized that it had a lot of cussing in it, and I'm like, take it down pretty easy. I'm like, that was a little, and that's part of my brand, and that's what I always make very clear. Like I started it on but when it comes to like cussing or things like that, I take those down. Yes.
I have kind of an unrelated question. So what was the whole thing with the MTV guy?
Oh, okay. I mean, basically, MTV Real World is coming to town. Yeah, MTV Real World is coming to town, and they're moving in, and I'm like, okay, you know, there's a lot of talk on Twitter about, oh God, they're here, this is going to be horrible, and other people are like, oh my God, I'm so excited, I can't wait, this is going to be the best season ever, even though I haven't seen an episode, and they haven't filmed the thing, you know, so I'm like, okay, let's go down there and talk to some of the neighbors, see what they think. And we had heard that some of the camera crews may have been harassing people. I'm like, we'll see. You know, let's go down there. Let's see what happens. So I walk up. I've got my little equipment, and I'm just, you know, shooting some stuff. And then eventually their camera people come out, and, you know, and they're coming out. I'm like, oh, great stuff. They're coming out. And there's just a bunch of people on the street, like, oh, there they are. And it's like from here to here. So they're like, look, there she is, right there. And this poor woman who just, you know, flew into town that day is like, whoa. What's going on here? Am I a celebrity? And I didn't know it. So I got some really great match sound, and one of the TV girls going, I didn't think we were going to have to stop her. What's the deal? You know, she's like, oh my God, I didn't know we were going to do this.
Wait, she's one of the railroad people?
Yeah, she's, you know, sitting down there, but I could hear it, you know, you could use the microphone to pick it up. And so it was really interesting. So I'm starting to do some interviews with some of the people, and I'm like, what do you think about the Real World crew? They're like, oh my God, this is so great. The Real World crew cameramen come out, and there's one woman and one man, and they get in my camera with their cameras, and they got the big cameras. So they're putting their camera in front of my shot as I'm interviewing someone here. So it's like, I'm trying to interview you with my camera, and this guy brings his big camera over, and he's like, oh yeah, you're not going to, you can't, like, he's not saying a word, but he's getting in my camera. And somebody else over here had their cell phone or full cam out, and they filmed it, put it on YouTube, got a bunch of hits. I aired it, I put it on my story as well, so you could see what was going on, and it just became kind of a, you know, it became pretty viral pretty fast. And it got written up in like
surreal.
Yeah, it got written up in the New Yorker.
Yeah, it got a lot of attention. Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. It was neat. Well, it's just, I was just laughing. And that's what everyone was coming to me. They were very appalled that this cameraman would do that, because they're part of our industry, and you just don't treat your colleagues like that, even if they don't work for your company. And there's even a blog, I don't know if you're familiar with it.
What, the Real World DC blog?
No, it's a blog. This cameraman that got in my face was wearing an Apple shirt, and they labeled him iDouche. And it was a douche website with a picture all over. I mean, they just attacked him to the point. Yeah, they went after him on like the DCR TV blogs and the Duo.net blogs, and he ended up having to pull his personal website, all of his personal information off, his pictures off, his address, his phone number, because he was getting major threats, and people were like, I'm going to come beat you up and all this stuff. So eventually he sent me an apology letter. I accepted his apology, and I think that's it.
What happens in DuPont stays on you.
All
right. Thank you so much.
That is that. And just FYI, these laptops, and what's really awesome, like if you're going to be doing this on your own, just make sure your laptop has the capability to do really good video. This one's about $3,000. I don't think you need one exactly like this, but just make sure it can do video. And there